I now recognize the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Hurt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank the Chair for appearing before us today. I want to thank the Chairman for holding this important hearing. Madam Chair, we have discussed before sort of the dynamic in my rural congressional district in rural 5th District of Virginia, where access to capital is absolutely critical for job growth across all of those main streets, across all that farmland that I represent. It's important to our small businesses, it's important to our farmers, and it's important to families. And I think that those of us who live in rural areas depend disproportionately on community banks. And I appreciate your testimony up front talking about the efforts that you have made to try to tailor the rulemaking, tailor the regulation supervision to try to accommodate the difference in size and complexity of these institutions. But I hope you would agree that despite these efforts, community banks have been disproportionately affected. UVA Law School professor Dean Mahoney, who testified before our committee previously, he testified that Dodd-Frank is in significant part is designed to enhance the regulatory reach of bank regulators. Inevitably, that will mean increasing the size, market share, and political clout of the largest banks. I think if you look at the trend over the last 3 decades, you see that it's been brutal for community banks. Just in the 5 years since Dodd-Frank has been enacted, we have seen a drop in the number of community banks from 7,700 to 6,300, a whopping 20% loss. The rate of consolidation has doubled. This regulatory regime and the supervision has clearly impacted our smallest institutions. I hear from institutions across our district who say, you know, all I have time to do is do paperwork. I don't have any time to serve my customers, to go out and look for new business. In one instance, I've recently talked to a bank president who said, I realized I had a problem when we were up for an examination and we had more examiners, bank examiners in our boardroom than we had bank employees. Those are the kind of stories that we hear as we travel across the district. So I guess my first question really deals with why you are here. We know that the Dodd-Frank Act included one provision that would create a vice chair for supervision. I guess my question is, let me just tell you what Paul Volcker said. You know what he said after it was included. He said, this new post might turn out to be one of the most important things in there. It focuses the responsibility on one person, and we know this is a Senate-confirmed position. So I guess my first question is do you would agree that effective and balanced supervision is an important part of the role of the Federal Reserve?
Absolutely. It is one of our most important responsibilities, and I spend a great deal of time on it, take it very seriously.
I guess my next question would be then, if there was, in fact, a Senate-confirmed person in that place or in that spot, how would that affect your ability to focus on what your other responsibilities are in the larger picture? Wouldn't it be good, in fact, as former Fed Chair Volcker said, wouldn't it be good to have that position filled?
Well, Congress created that position, and I would welcome having it filled. I have to say that we now have a division of labor among the governors on the board. We operate through a committee system.
But the Senate-confirmed position remains after 5 years unfilled.
Yes. Governor Tarullo heads our banking supervision.
But he's not been confirmed. Yeah. But he's not been confirmed for that position by the Senate.
That's correct. But I would say that he's done an outstanding job of leading our work in this area, and all of us do need, including me, need to be involved.
Do you believe that the fact that this important role and Congress's important role in the appointment of that, does that reflect, do you think, the President's view of whether having a balanced and effective supervision, having somebody, as Volcker said, who's dedicated to this, striking this balance, does that reflect the President's priorities?
You would really have to ask the White House why they're not yet
considering that this is the law, Dodd-Frank is the law of the land at this point, at this time, is it appropriate for you as chair of the Fed to press the President to fill this position? Is it appropriate for you to do that?
Well, I think that as I said, I think that we are carrying out our supervisory work in a very thorough and thoughtful fashion, but would welcome a nomination to the position.
Time of the gentleman has expired.